Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're joined over the telephone by Dr. Mona Alarishy, the founder of an NGO. Dr. Mona, very good afternoon to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for joining us. Doctor, let me start by asking you, how do you see the latest social protection package contributing to helping, Egyptian citizens with the current global crises that have resulted in global inflation?
Supporting the Egyptian family in any way builds up the society and the community.
Indeed.
We must take care of our people first, and everything else will happen. So, like taking care of our people and ensuring that they are having financial security and taking care of the impact, avoiding and remediating the impact that the current situation is imposing on our families must happen. Eventually, people will feel more secure, be more motivated and continue and create their own, activities and continue to live their lives in better security and safety.
Could you tell us a bit, Doctor, about these protection programs? What do they entail? What, sectors do they really target?
So the current situation is really affecting the classes C and D. I would even say B as well. But let's really concentrate today on the unempowered people who are really seeking more protection in this society. So by providing packages as such, it at least provides them the sense of security and safety that helps us bypass and get over the current situation where everybody is impacted. I believe that providing for this sector is the infrastructure as well as providing the normal infrastructure. It builds up the society. And the families consisting of young people and women, that is, the most, the easiest people to get affected, would be helped into overcoming the current situation. And by building families and the women, we are able to continue, at least for the time being, and skip the current situation and people feel more safe.
Indeed. Doctor, how have government support programs such as, solidarity and integration programs alongside the Decent Life Initiative contributed to alleviating the situation for the, the poorer or the less, income efficient families in the country?
Absolutely. So Haya Karima and the other projects as well build up an infrastructure. It is like a body, mind, heart, and soul support that brings along many, many aspects of security. So finding, and for example, in Decent Life, we have different projects. We have the school, we have the hospital, we have the sports club, accommodations as well, of course. The accommodations is one side, but what I'm trying to say here is
it's
the holistic approach. Yes, exactly. It's not just one, it's not just staying at a decent home, but also finding different aspects of your activities in life. And I believe that this is bringing the character and making sure that the people feel that they are treasured and respected, plus the aspect even of the aesthetics. So the beautiful place entails a different, treatment among ourselves, so people can take care of the environment as well. We know very well that when people are not empowered and they are considered as outsiders in the community, they behave in a way that does not really impact well. So bringing them a holistic approach and feeling respected and feeling taken care of is very important, as well as providing for their food and home and so on.
Absolutely, Doctor. And another very important aspect of such initiatives is the creation of job opportunities or employment opportunities, which is a main focus of the UN SDGs. And it's very important, as you said, give a man a fish or teach a man how to fish. How important is that to really create job opportunities all in the fight against issues related to economic and global inflation, as well as providing a decent life for citizens?
Absolutely. The ecosystem itself helps because decent life is creating job opportunities for both men and women.
Indeed.
Decent life is making sure that the family is taken care of. So when we provide jobs in the family security, plus also making sure that the cost of life is affordable, again, the Egyptian family will be taken care of. So every aspect that provides for the security and of the economics of the smaller family, starting from class D and C onwards, is supportive for the holistic environment. And we are all living in the same ecosystem. So by bringing security for the smaller families, the families that are considered really in need, and bringing them outside the poverty line as much as we can, brings alongside the whole system, which is coming and bringing a better GDP for the Egyptian in general, Egypt in general.
Absolutely. Dr. Muna, of course, you know, it's not just the government's role, but there are other organizations as well as civil society and NGOs that can play a role in supporting the government's efforts in this regard. What role do you see they can play? How important are they to complete these initiatives?
NGOs are businesses, more or less. They are for free, that's true, but they are really specialized in different industries. So we find NGOs in healthcare, we find NGOs providing education and enablement and improving the aspects of soft skills, for example, for the youth, so the employability is getting better. We find NGOs providing for, let's say, food and solidarity, as you mentioned. Among the holistic approach that the NGOs are bringing alongside major NGOs, like, for example, Masr al-Khair, that is also supporting other NGOs. So Masr al-Khair provides...
In this regard, yes.
Exactly. So the hub is now becoming more and more, let me say, holistic. So many services are there outside, and we can see even now, even the aspect of animals, taking care of the animals. So that's the whole thing.
So it's a very holistic approach, as you said,
exactly.
Doctor. Absolutely.
And that's taking care of the whole aspect and bringing alongside different, let me say, progress in the family.
Absolutely. I'd like to thank you very, very much, Dr. Muna Alarishy, founder of the NGOs. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time and your insight on today's edition of Cairo Local Time. And another short break, and we'll be back for more. Stay tuned.